Can you take us back to that Taco Tuesday at 12 a.m.?
Is that real?
What were you going through?
Well, that whole song is just revolved around pretty much a single day. And I just broke up with my last girlfriend, and she told me, she was like, I said, is there one thing that I can do for you? And she just says, don't forget you love me. And that kind of just resonated with me. And like that mantra kind of just flew around my head for weeks and weeks and weeks. And so I kind of had to fully just get it out and release it. But
what did she mean by that? What did she mean by that? Don't forget that you love me.
I mean, you probably have to ask her to
let's
fully
bring
know.
her in.
But I mean, we're chill and it'll be fine.
Weirdly fucked, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's scary to let go of something that you so intimately have known for so long.
So better, like, how do you interpret what she meant? Like, what's your interpretation of that if it stews around in your brain for so long?
Yeah, I think it's like hold what we have in permanence. Yeah. This
freeze it here.
Yeah. Don't let it, don't let it waver. It's like, this is what it is. But that also became for me is like something that I realize I feel about a lot of things. It's like leaving my home when I was so young, or even like, the band doing solo things is as amazing as it is, and I think necessary for our band, it is a scary thing. Or like even to the fans, it's like, it's something that I think holds a lot of weight and can also be like a positive thing, for me.
Are there things that you feel like you missed out on because of the band?
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Does that matter in the long... does that matter in the long fucking outlook of life?
It's not something that I like dwell on. It's not something that if you ask me if I wanted it another way, it's definitely not. It's definitely no. But yeah, I mean, there's things that you miss out on from leaving and from, touring and doing all these kind of things of magnitude with a band. But I wouldn't have it really any other way. So
a few minutes ago, you talked about how a bit on this album you were writing about how you view the past 15 years. At what point in your career are you able to take a step back and like look at everything you guys accomplished?
It's definitely getting easier now as I get older to. I think the biggest accomplishment of the band's career is that we're still a band. I think that's so.
And friends.
Yeah. And like, I think that I hold that with such sincerity now, and I value that so much. And I think like, it's also hard because I don't really remember that much, but there's points where I'm like very, where we look back and we chat about, and it's just like very, it's quite emotional. Yeah, it's fucking great.
What do you mean you don't remember much? Just like so much was going on, it just kind of blacked it all out?
I get that though.
Yeah, so much. And I think especially when I was younger, like I was just enjoying it. I wasn't like, now I have to like be like, remember this. But back then I think I was just living. So
it is really different, right? Like making music today compared to when you were a kid. Like there is like this blind confidence, this naivete, this like kind of just so much energy is being exerted and you're moving from point A to point B so quickly that like it's almost hard to remember things. And you kind of get left with this almost like highlight reel, both negative and positive in your head, sometimes more negative than positive.
Yeah. I mean, like we were even saying it yesterday, is like some of us remember some things that others
we'll never
don't.
remember.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, Ash said it yesterday. It was like, well, we did this. And I was like, no. And he had to explain to me what we did. And that's just kind of how it was, how it is.
It's weird. Like that's like a blessing and a curse, right? But it is a blessing to have people who are there with you, who are there to help you remember. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
This happened.
like you share memories and then it jogs, you know, like being able to share those things with a group of friends is like, fuck, that's such a win.
Friendship.
It matters.
Friendship matters.